Today we are going to discuss about contrapositive, converse and inverse of a conditional statement. Contrapositive, converse and inverse of a conditional statement. First is contrapositive. Contrapositive of a statement of a conditional statement if P then Q is if negation Q then negation P. For example, take one example, consider one conditional statement. If a number is divisible by 4, then the number is divisible by 2. Here, the rule to make a contrapositive sentence from the given conditional sentence is if the conditional sentence is fine, if P then Q, then contrapositive will be no. If negation Q, then negation P. Okay. So here contrapositive of the given conditional statement is contrapositive of this statement is here. This is my if a number is divisible by 4 is my statement P, then the number divisible by Q is statement Q. Okay, so my contrapositive is if the number is not divisible by 2, then the number is not divisible by 4. Okay, divisible by 4. Here it is. This is negation Q. This is negation P. Take one more example. Number 2, if two angles of the of two triangles are same, then two triangles are congruent. Okay, congruent. So here two angles of triangle are same. This is one conditional sentence. Then two triangles are congruent is another sentence. So conditional sentence is this one. If two angles of two triangles are same, then two triangles are congruent. So contrapositive will be as per by the rule if P then Q. Contrapositive is if if negation Q then negation P. Okay, contrapositive is if two triangles are not congruent, then two angles of the triangles are not same. Okay. Next, we are going to discuss converse of the conditional statement. Converse of the statement if P then Q is if Q then P. Okay, then P. The rule for converse, writing converse of the conditional statement if P then Q is if Q then P. For example, consider this. Number 1, if the number n square is even, then n is even. Okay, if the number n square is the even number, then n is even number, then the number n is even number. So converse of this will be as per the rule, this the number n square is even, this is P, and n is even, this is Q. Okay, conditional statement if the number n square is even, then the number n is even. So converse of this will be if Q then P. If the number n is even, if the number n is even, then the number n square is even. Okay. Number 2, if the number is not multiple of 8, then the number is not multiple of 4. Okay, here this is my P and this is Q. So converse of this as per the rule is if P then Q. Here if converse is if Q then P. So write the converse of this conditional statement. If the number is not multiple of 8, then the number is not multiple of 4. So write the converse. If the number is not multiple, is not a multiple of 4, then the number is not multiple of 8. Okay, that is if Q then P. Here this is Q, here this is P. Okay, now we are going to discuss this inverse of the conditional statement. Inverse of the statement if P then Q is if negation P then negation Q. For example, number 1, if it is raining, then it is cold. this is, and conditional statement is if P, if it is raining, then it is cold. So write the inverse of this statement. Inverse will be as per the rule, if P, if it is not raining, that is negation of P. If it is not raining, then it is not cold. Okay, that is here negation P, then negation. Okay, take one more example. If x greater than 5, then 2x is greater than 10. Okay, this is my statement P. This is the statement Q. So my conditional statement is if x is greater than 5, then 2x is greater than 10. So inverse will be, inverse is as per the rule, if not x, negation of P. Negation of P is if x is less than equal to 5, then negation Q. Negation Q will be 2x less than equal to. With that, I would like to conclude. Remaining will be in the next lecture. Thank you.